Hi, I'm Jeff Angel, the owner of Bring It Home Personal Training, and today I'm going to teach you the 5 best exercises that you can do to help strengthen your abs, shape your abs, and hopefully help you get the six-pack that you've always wanted. So we're just going to get right into the exercises. I'm going to demonstrate each exercise twice, and each exercise should be done in 3 sets, anywhere from 15 to 30 repetitions on each exercise, which I'll tell you as we go, and should be done twice a week, along with your cardiovascular work and, of course, cutting back on calories to lean out the abdominal area. So first off, we're going to go right into the pike. Now, pike is advanced exercises, and that's pretty much what I'm going to show you today, are advanced exercises. So here, up on your toes on the ball, you're going to keep your legs fairly straight. You're going to pull the ball in, raising the hips up to the sky, and sucking in your gut as you go up. Slow and controlled on this movement. Make sure you're coming down flat with your back and raising up the hips to the ceiling. Suck in as you come up. 15 to 20 repetitions would be good on this exercise. If this is too advanced for you, go down on your shins, keep your toes pointed, and roll the ball in, raising the hips up, keeping those legs fairly straight. All right, this is the pike. Now, from there, we're going to go into a leg lift. Now here, you're going to be transferring the ball from feet to hands. Start off on your back. Ball will be between the legs, the feet. Arms are out straight. Crunch up. Exchange the ball. Hands to feet. Get a crunch up every time you bring the hands up, whether it's with the ball or not. Squeeze the abs tight every time you come up, and make it a clean exchange from hands to feet. 15 to 20 repetitions on this would be good. The leg lift with the ball exchange from hands to feet. That's exercise number 2. Exercise number 3. You're going to need a Bosu for this one, or a ball if you don't have a ball. I want you to use the Bosu, and vice versa. Now, being on the Bosu is going to be a little bit more advanced. So here, Bosu should be positioned at the small of your back. So your rear end's hanging off the Bosu just a little bit. Feet are about shoulder width apart, so you have a good base of stability. Now what makes these a little bit more challenging on the Bosu is that you're coming back more of a decline here on your abs, so you're taking them through a little bit more range of motion and just a basic crunch up. Now you want to make sure that you keep your hips up here. Don't drop them down like this. Keep them up a little bit and in that position. Squeeze the abs tight as you come up, and make sure when you come back down, come back, your shoulder blades touch that Bosu. So you're getting a good stretch and then contraction. Stretch and contract. All right? 20 to 30 repetitions on this one. Slow and controlled always. Just the speed that I'm doing these at. So this is a Bosu Crunch. Bosu Crunch. If you were on the ball, same thing, right? Ball at the small of your back and crunching up. Making sure you come back far enough that you have your shoulder blades touching the ball. And again, still want to keep your hips up on this one. 20 to 30 repetitions. Bosu Crunch. Squeeze those abs tight every time you come up. Okay, we're going to move that Bosu out of the way. Now we're going to go into a standard bicycle crunch. So when you're working your abs, you always want to work those obliques also. The muscles on your sides here that help you twist the torso. Now there's a few different ways to do a bicycle crunch. We've all seen these where you go a little bit faster, extending a leg all the way out, which is very acceptable. Keeping the abs tight, right, with good control. Good control on your body. Now another way to do these
is with a little bit more control here. You're just simply bringing the opposite knee in and crunching up. Slow and controlled here. Now you're coming down to the floor, squaring up your shoulders here, and then coming up, rotating the torso up, coming up, rotate up. Always squaring up the shoulders on the floor this time. Again, this is another acceptable way of doing a bicycle crunch. One of the most effective ab exercises you can do for your entire midsection, your abdominals and your obliques and your low back on this one. Now again, 20 to 30 repetitions on a bicycle crunch. So again, you have two ways to do this one, right? A little bit more staying up, rotating back and forth, or slow and controlled. Pause in between, square up the shoulders on the floor. All right? 20 to 30 repetitions on that. Then the fifth and final abdominal exercise is going to be a ball plank. So your ball plank position is here, about a 90-degree bend in the elbow. Now again, you're going to do a torso twist here. So keeping your back flat, feet are pretty close together. You're going to twist, 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 holding the ball as steady as possible. Rotating the hips, bringing the knee diagonally across the body underneath. All right, 20 repetitions, 10 on each leg, would be pretty good on this one. All right, keeping that back flat on this and abs tight. All right, so those are your 5 advanced abdominal exercises. We're going to go through them one more time, just quickly, so again, you get a good example as to how these do these properly and effectively. Okay, so again, exercise number 1 is the pike. So for you advanced people out there, you'll be up on your toes. Legs are fairly straight. Raising the hips up to the sky. Rolling that ball in a little bit. Right? The pike. 15 to 20 would be good. You can do 30, that's outstanding. This is more for you intermediate people. Keeping the toes pointed. The ball is at your shins now. And sucking in that gut as you raise the hips up. This is the pike. All right, next up, we're going to go into the Bosu Crunch. Now again, if you have a ball and this is too difficult, then go ahead and use the ball. But the same position goes on both pieces of equipment. So you want that Bosu at the small of your back, with your rear end hanging off a bit. Keep your hips up, hands behind the head. Focus on keeping your chin up and looking up at the ceiling. All right, good squeeze on the abs every time you come up, and then a good stretch coming back. Make sure you touch those shoulder blades to that Bosu behind you. All right, now this is a 20 to 30 repetition exercise. If you're not getting 20 to 30, that's okay. As long as you're going to your fatigue point on each exercise, that's good. Squeeze the abs tight, coming up on every one of them. 20 to 30 repetitions. All right, from there, we get rid of the Bosu. We're going to go into the leg lift with a ball exchange from hands to feet. Doesn't really matter where you start with the ball, whether it's in between your feet or in your hands. But here you're going to go for 15 to 20 reps. Getting that crunch up every time you come up. Squeeze the abs tight. And again, if you can get 30 on this, that's highly advanced. And that's excellent. 15 to 20 here if you can. And again, muscle failure or muscle fatigue sets in and you can't do it anymore, then so be it. Next week when you do them, you're going to get stronger and be able to do more repetitions here. Squeeze those abs tight. All right. Exercise number 4. Get rid of the ball. This would be that bicycle crunch. Again, this is more of a high repetition exercise. So 20 to 30 reps here. Again, I'll show you the 2 different versions. So, a little bit quicker. Extending the leg all the way out and staying up in a crunch position. All right? 20 to 30. Now, the other way to do them, slow and controlled. Make sure you come down. Every time, square up the shoulders on the floor and just bring the knee in. You don't have to worry about kicking the leg all the way straight out. Again, this is a great exercise if it's done slow and controlled and squeezing the abs tight on every rep. This is the bicycle crunch. All right? Exercise number 5. Bring the ball back in. The ball plank. Again, you got about a 90-degree bend in the elbow when you're in position. You want to keep your back flat. Feet are close together. And again, you're giving a little twist in the torso. Bringing the knee in and diagonal underneath. Keep the abs tight the best that you can. Slow and controlled movements. And again, 20 repetitions, 10 on each leg would be good. If you can do 30, that's outstanding. As you can see, I'm struggling with that one. That's a tough one. All right, so there you have it. Those are the 5 best exercises, in my opinion, in order to develop great looking abs, keep them strong, make sure you have a healthy back. And again, you have to do your cardiovascular conditioning to burn off body fat, and you have to watch your diet, right? Cut back on sugars, taking a lot of high fiber foods, lots of vegetables, lean protein, in order to lean your body out to get rid of the body fat so your abdominals show, all right? The abs, as much ab work as you want to do, right, you're not going to see those abs if you're not cutting back on calories and burning off body fat at the same time, all right? So the leaner you are, the more defined your abs will be. You can't do abdominal exercises every day. Your abs are just like any other muscle group. They have to rest and recover, all right, in order to grow properly. So working your abs twice a week, sometimes 3 days a week, is fine, but you got to make sure that those abdominal muscles get their rest every other day, right? Don't do abs every day. It's not good for your abdominal muscles to, you're breaking them down every day and they're not growing. Just like working your biceps, you got to let your biceps get some rest also in order to grow and develop properly. All right, so there you have it. Those are the 5 best ab exercises that I think are out there, and go ahead and try those on your own. Again, we should be doing 3 sets on each of those exercises, and again, 15 to 30 repetitions, depending on what exercise that I showed you and what you're going with. All right, so again, my name is Jeff Angel. I'm with Bring It Home Personal Training. You can visit us at bringithomepersonaltraining.com.